Welcome back, everybody. Just going to play through Wild Hearts on the PlayStation 5, and after taking down the Mountain Splitter, we've got to speak to some people and get the festivities underway. Wow. Got some improvements, I think. Alright.
You're enjoying the festivities, I hope. Records suggest the last time this Festival of Returns occurred was more than 100 years ago. But at that time, the supply of celestial thread from the Spirit Isle was already faltering. So it must be even longer since the festival has taken place properly. I intend to, shortly. I was just doing some research on the Kuninarashi. It seems that Earthbreaker had been dormant for a good 10 years in the region north of here. It must have covered quite some ground, passing the Sacred Mountain and continuing southeast along the Blossom Trail, perhaps in search of celestial thread. I can only presume the arduous journey took its toll, resulting in those fissures the Kocho were swarming over. And finally, the great beast succumbed to human hunters. I suppose it failed to find a suitable feeding ground. Either that or celestial thread levels all over Azuma are waning. There was a terrible war here in this region about 15 years ago. Great forests burned and there was a mass territorial expansion as many Kemono sought new habitats, which is what drove humans out. If the changing flow of celestial thread is going to result in renewed Kemono unrest across the entire region, then, well, I'll continue my research. And you continue to exercise caution when you're out hunting.
Cool.
Natsume was looking for you.
Off we go to Natsumi then. Must be this way. Got to be upstairs. Maybe not. I can't. Natsume is normally over there. Okay, let's head this way then. She's upstairs. Yeah. Wow, frames dropped. Okay, this is completely different. There she is. Look at it all. That's amazing.
As an outsider, some people were a little wary of you before, but everyone will have to accept you now. Trust me, most of us in Minato welcome people from elsewhere with an open mind. After all, most of the town's residents were outsiders once upon a time. In ancient times, there were lots of hunters living across Azuma, and they all helped each other out. Then later, when the samurai rulers gained power, this area became a province overseen by a shugo governor. The samurai slowly pushed hunters further east, until they were left with nowhere to go but Minato, here on the eastern edge of the region. Generations of hunters have lived here, mixing with others who fled to Minato to escape difficult lives under the samurai. And now you've arrived, with your amazing ability to conjure and control Karakuri. Perhaps you're the person Minato has been waiting for. come to rescue us from our plight. It's funny, really. You just came here looking for stronger prey, but you've already saved us twice. I can't thank you enough. Anyway, have you been enjoying the festival? The Rite of Returns will be starting soon at the altar. I'm glad. Shall we head over to the altar together?
Sure. Look at that mask.
Fire liberates the soul. The beast's spirit will return to the heavens and rest until it's reborn in a new body. It's one of Minato's oldest rites.
It's a load of old hokum. Forget the next life. There's enough to worry about in this one. Isn't that right, Chief? Oh.
I've got a big bird.
Is that?
The bird of auspice. It's flying so close. It can only be a good omen for our town. Minato will prosper like it once did. Even more, perhaps.
As the bird swoops in and takes out the whole of that structure. Oh, come on.
Forgive me for intruding. Are you awake? There is a matter of some urgency I must discuss with you.
Sure.
Allow me once again to express my heartfelt gratitude for your exploits. Your courage saved Minato from devastation. But I confess, my blood ran cold yesternight at the sight of the Kemono flying overhead. I had not known the citizens of Minato call that Kemono Amaterasu, the bird of auspice. I wish that its appearance truly were auspicious, but I fear that Minato is rarely so fortunate. Our near misadventure with the Earthbreaker has again made me wonder what more I can do for the town. I had already been consulting with trusted kin on the matter. They suggested bolstering town defenses, since there is a very real prospect of further attacks. Consequently, I have summoned carpenters of the renowned Tsuruhashi clan from the capital. They are skilled at building large structures and well versed in the use of Karakuri.
That's concerning.
Do not worry. You were once a concern for Minato. They will become our strength, as you did. There is, however, one matter that troubles me. Ordinarily, one would travel here from the capital across the sea, but I am told the southern ocean is too perilous at present. The clan must therefore arrive by land, a journey due to take them through the Akikure Canyon. The land there was laid to waste by war, and as Kemono increased in number, the canyon was sealed shut. I have arranged for it to be reopened so the carpenters may pass. But as a precaution, I would ask that you meet them there and provide escort.
Happy to help.
Good. Then I know they will arrive safely. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have further preparations to make.
Okay. I'll go and talk to this guy first. Wrong floor. I want this one. Ooh. That's who we need to speak to. This place. They're all soaking in nicely. I thought there might have been some new ones, but...
Oh, I suppose I should say, いらっしゃい. My calling, I think. I work here at the bathhouse now, and since the Karakuri sprang back to life, we're open for business again. When the elders said they wanted to revive this place, I put my name forward as the attendant, something to keep my mind occupied. I felt a fondness for this poor, neglected sanctuary Azuma's side. Before the Karakuri were working again, I mean. So, this is my new job, and I plan to work hard at it. The waters are ready whenever the mood takes you. I was thinking, with Minato's Karakuri working again, you can probably use your Karakuri around town now too, can't you? I imagine that flying vine would come in very useful.
Or fast travel.
I hear the Harvest Canyon is a restorative bath.
Restorative bath in which fragrant fruits are floating. Though through each of the 5 senses it permeates the body and soothes aches and pains and revitalizes the spirit. Need a pet Kemono tail feather. Okay.
You wouldn't like to go in? Shame. You're always...
Well, I would.
Just the person a restorative bath, is it? You can leave your clothes and belongings here with me. Take your time, just relax.
Nice. Noble. Finish bathing.
Take care of yourself. Until next time.
Okay, we've got a new weapon. Side quests galore have come out. It's good to see. Right, new weapon, hey?
You're here. Perfect timing. I've just put the finishing touches on a new prototype I was hoping you could try out for me. Actually, it's a weapon you already know. The hand cannon I put together for you to fight the giant bear.
Bear?
But I let you down then because it broke in battle. Such a vital weapon, too. I feel like I failed as a blacksmith. So, I've been improving it and refining it to be more reliable. I've just completed the work. And I've taken the opportunity to get another new weapon ready as well. I really think I've done good work this time. If you don't mind, I'd love to hear your thoughts. They say the canyon is teeming with mighty...
Okay.
Make sure you're
Accept her request.
Oh yes, there's something I was hoping you might do for me. Could you collect some lava bug materials? I've got so many good ideas, but not enough materials to make them. My head's spinning.
No problem.
Arigato! I'll make you something in return. Yoshiki-san asked me to make some Karakuri-driven farm equipment for the Guild of Farmers. It's not like making weapons, but it's still fun and challenging in its own way. And I think I can use some of these ideas for weaponry later.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. Just wondering how you were getting on with fixing those harpoons?
Harpoon.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I'll come to pick them up at the dock later if you could get them all together.
Domo, that'd be great. Now, let me guess. You were just going on and on about Karakuri? Don't you ever get tired of them?
Tired of Karakuri? I've never really thought about it. I just want Minato to flourish like he used to. And Karakuri are the key to that. And now that we have this amazing hunter in town, I feel sure that we're closer to my goal than ever before.
You haven't changed a bit since you were a little shrimp.
Yes. So, about those materials, you should find lava bags on the Spirit Isle. I know I can rely on you to handle something like this.
Cool. Inheritance Part 1. Chapter 2. Okay, different chapters.
If it's weapon care you're looking for, then look no further.
Find out about a new job to do.
I heard you're going to meet the carpenters. Be careful. They say there are many powerful Kemono in the Harvest Canyon to the west. Still, it's wonderful that Togahime has commissioned such skilled woodworkers. Besides houses and other buildings, they'll be able to help construct weapons to protect the town. Just think of the Karakuri advancements we'll be able to make. In fact, you remember when we explored the ruins on the Spirit Isle? I found fragments of a stone tablet there left behind by the ancient hunters. It showed a huge Karakuri, and around it, the corpses of dead Kemono, big ones. So I think it was used to defend against the Kemono threat. I can't say yet. There are a lot of construction details we're still unsure of. Suzuran-sensei and Nobu have been frantically searching Minato's records for more information. But even if we do discover how it was built, we don't know if we'll have the skills in Minato today to recreate it. Still, with the carpenters from the capital on the way, we just might. Well, anyway, hopefully it won't be necessary for a long time to come. We have plenty of time to work it all out. And I'll do everything I possibly can to help, of course. Anything from Minato. See you again soon.
Nice. Right. Where else is there one? There's some here. Hand cannons, claw blades, and Karakuri staves. Aye, weapons.
There's no rush. Alright. Let's see what I can do for you.
Karakuri staff, claw blade, and hand cannon. Might as well. We'll take a look at that in a mo. Let's get them all done. Claw blade seems to me like a dual blade type weapon. Karakuri stave. 216 damage with negative crit. What the hell? Occasionally reduces your adversary's water resilience for a while when making a water-based attack. Boosts attack for a while after conjuring Karakuri. Nice. 4% increase in attack and inhibits stamina loss. Maybe we do this. Transformative guard. Boost defense for a while and every mutation level increase. It's multiple weapons then, I guess. Reactive expert, nimble fingered, fleet foot, yep. Increases stamina loss while grabbing on or similar. Okay. How about upgrades? Can't upgrade our bow.
Ooh, I think
Okay, we'll have a look at them. Hand cannons, there we go. Might as well have a look at them. A heavy, long-range weapon whose operation is largely controlled by two gauges. The charge gauge, showing the amount of celestial thread stored in the cannon, and the heat gauge, showing its temperature. You fire shots from the weapon with R2 hold while keeping a close eye on the gauges. Charge gauge is depleted when the cannon fires a shot, but it refills when you are on a key base, which you can conjure with square. You can move all key bases at once with R2 and square. Heat gauge rises when the cannon is fired. You can use your cumulative heat to deploy a key base with triangle. The heat gauge is high enough that energy transferred from the cannon results in a fortified key base. However, you can have trouble with thermal runaway at excessive levels, rendering the cannon unserviceable for a while. Overheats, you need to wait for it to cool down. Over a fortified key, use R2 and triangle to absorb the base celestial's thread in bulk, then R2 and triangle again to unleash a special fortified shot at maximum power. Claw blade, the most lightweight short-range weapon in your arsenal and one that allows the greatest maneuverability. Could be good. I do like maneuverabilities. The weapon, unlike any other, you can jump while unleashing an attack. And since its aerial attack capabilities are so good, it's unparalleled in its ability to deliver consecutive strikes. Once you've lodged the claw with R2, you can circle the anchor point with complete freedom to attack in the air. The claw gauge depletes as you move, and the claw will detach once the gauge hits empty. The more hits you land in a row, the more you see an increase in power and the performance of your claw lodging. Claw plunge attacks R2, and follow up square and triangle attacks. Once the claw is lodged, working out how to sustain your onslaught and create chances to lodge the claw is vital to success. Using Karakuri to unleash claw plunge can result in lodging the claw with greater force. And the Karakuri staff, medium weight universal weapon that can mutate between 5 different forms. Wow. It demands a considerable technical skill. Probably not for me then. It offers close range square attacks, mutation specific triangle attacks, and weapon shifting R2 attacks. Pressing R2 in time with the flashes of lights that follow certain moves precipitates a mutation with a fluid continuation of the attack in the resulting weapon form. And in this kind of mutation attack increases the mutation level of the weapon. High mutation levels not only lead to increased power, but also greatly bolster the Juggernaut blade, unleashed with R2 and triangle. Also possible to precipitate a mutation and unleash a mutation attack using R2 in time with the flashes of light after the Karakuri base strike. Alternatively, at a mutation level of 4 or more, you can plunge straight in with a Juggernaut blade strike using R2 and triangle. Okay, let's get these side quests before we go and have a look at the weapons, shall we?
Ah, good. Just the person I was hoping to see. Yes, there's a Kemono I'd like you to hunt. It should yield some materials that young Yataro will find very useful.
Cool.
He wasn't born here in Minato, you know? Poor child, lost his home in his family's war. He was left all alone. But somehow, he found his way to us. I tell you, he's got a natural gift for making things that way. Better than any of us.
Cool.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yes, of course. Yataro was grumbling that he didn't have the materials he needed. So, Hunter, you go and hunt the Kemono. And when the job is done, just have a little whisper in my ear. If the boy found out, he'd tell me I was sticking my nose in where it wasn't wanted.
Rising Talent is now available. Okay. We've got a couple here. Like it's down.
You can't think of it all.
Yeah, going the wrong way. Where the hell is it then? I feel like it should be here. Showing behind me. This is on a different floor, of course. Have you got a request? You do.
The Southern Ocean is as rough as... Yo! Another day, another hunt? Sounds good. I'm about to get out myself.
Oh, Nobu, you're not going anywhere. This is a shoreline, and you know it.
Whoa! Jingoro-san. I do know it, but if we don't start making decent catches, people are gonna struggle for food.
Few rumbling bellies won't hurt, but that sees rumbling something fierce. You're not seriously going out.
I have to. I'm not making light of the conditions, but we need the fish.
I'd have failed your old man if I were to let something happen to you. Just wait until it comes a little, lad. It's the seas. Been as rough as anything recently. Some say it's Kemono's doing. We haven't had a good catch in ages.
What use are we fishermen if we're not out on the water? How's anyone going to eat? And if the seas don't settle, then what? How will any of us get by?
We're never going to agree on this. Not that I don't understand where he's coming from.
The way I see it, if no one's prepared to take a risk, then the situation's never going to improve.
That is true.
Anyway, don't worry. If I see a kimono, I'll just run away like I always do. And if worse comes to worse, at least I'll be able to lure it away from everyone else.
That's what I'm worried about, you stubborn cod.
Stubborn cod.
You could help. Maybe go along and see what's what. From what I hear, you are a very fine hunter. If this young hothead gets himself attacked by a kimono, you could see it off, hmm?
If that's what it takes to keep you happy, Jingoro-san, then it suits me. It would be reassuring if you came along. I was gonna take a boat over to the Spirit Isle today. I expect you've got some errands to run. So let's meet up again over that way later. Sorry to add to your workload.
Fingling Head of Fishing Part 1. Okay. So there's this one here. Let's come up here. You? No. It's probably right at the top, I guess. So I want to come over here. Yeah, there it is. Could have made it easier to find, couldn't they? Just gonna head around here just in case there's anything of note. I haven't explored all the way down here and up. Actually, Paul, let's grab... We're probably going to just fast travel to the training area shortly.
I have a request for you. Do you know the traditional hunting songs of our town? They sing of Minato's brave hunters stretching back through history. My parents taught them to me before they passed away. And it will be my duty to pass them on to the next generation. Unfortunately, though, Minato has been steadily losing its hunting heritage. I've never even seen a real hunt with my own eyes. How can I pass on these great songs without truly knowing what hunting is? What it really means to hunt? Doubts like that plagued my every hour. But now you're here. This is the chance of 1,000 years. Recount your hunting stories to me. Tell me the magnificent tales that are carved into your heart. I know your first-hand accounts of great hunting exploits will bring life to the lines of the song. First, tell me of the Great Bear. Tell me how the Earthbreaker's mighty roar shook you to your core.
Crest hunting song reverberations. Okay. I want to quickly go and explore this area. See what we can get at the end here. I would not walk on this, by the way. Chest? No? Wow, okay. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right. Let's go to the training area here and we'll have a quick look at these weapons before we end up. Will I change weapons with you? Okay, so that's just bow. Okay. Well, that's crap. Can I want a forge. Let's move it out of the way. Right, let's try the cannon first. Looks good. Keep doing that. Reloads does that. Wow, that's really sensitive. So we got this. How do we hoover it again? Probably need to do that. Aha. And then... Ah. Okay. So I need to aim. It's doing some half decent damage. Let me get this. Celestial Thread Charge. Fortified Stance. It's a freaking laser beam. Okay. You're very static though. Against most enemies, I think that's not going to be great. But if you have a couple of them ones, you can just move from one to another, I guess. But okay, Claw Blade. Let's train. So parrying slash. Oh my god, you can spin to win and everything. Okay. I'm missing a move, I think. But it is maneuverable, so this is a possibility. So we've got charge here. So it's... Oh my god. That's that. Okay. Possible one. No. And then finally we have a star. Okay, it's a pole arm or staff. Okay. Into an axe. Back into there. Literally jumping over it. Okay, so that will hit loads. I know you use triangle to go into... And then... So how do we R2? Oh my god, that's like huge damage. Let's try this again. So then you... So when you get a glint, I'll do like this shuriken. That's going to hit big damage. But then you go bomb. So just keep charging. That's that. Long staff. Oh my god. That is... Okay, this is definitely a possibility of that. So I am going to, ladies and gents, call this one episode here. I'm going to probably play around with some of these weapons off screen. This one is looking... Can't really dodge very well with it out. That's the only problem. I've got very maneuverable with my bow. But yeah, I'm going to upgrade this and just see what we can do with this. So thank you very much, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. And there will be some more Wild Hearts coming away shortly. And as ever, I'll see you all in the next one.